Good morning! Hi! Welcome to my channel, and today I'm just going to do a get ready with me. I'm going back home for Christmas, and so I'm leaving today. So I have a couple things to do. I still have to pack. And, but I just had some thoughts about, like, the season. Not the season, but, like, the cuffing season and being single in med school. And I just wanted to talk about it while I get ready and do my skincare. So, let's get into it. So I brushed my teeth and washed my face already, but yeah, I was just thinking about, like, I'm single right now, and my last relationship, we broke up like 2 years ago, and it was, it was a good relationship. It was very healthy. It was good until, we broke up, and, that stuff happens, and that's totally normal. So I did some twists last night. So I was just thinking about, like, everyone, it feels like so many people I know are either getting married, like I have so many, I'm 25, about to be 26, and I have so many friends who are getting married or like engaged, talking to people who are about to be married, and these are friends in, like, not just who I've known forever, but also friends who I've met in med school. And I literally, it's at the point now where I feel like I just assume you're either in a relationship or married if I do not know you personally, and you're in my med school class or in med school in general, because it's just safer to think that way. Because it seems like every other time I'm, like, introducing myself to people, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm so-and-so's fiance, or oh yeah, my girlfriend and I did this. And, I'm a very friendly person, and I'm just like, oh, hey, I'm Faith, blah, blah. And I don't know, there's some, especially around the holidays, because for me, I'm a big, like, gift giver. I love love. Like, I'm a big gift giver, and I just feel very, I don't know, I just remember, like, my ex and we would make the holidays, like, a really big thing. Like, we would go all out. We'd have, like, this really cute date nights, and Christmas themed things, and I don't know, it's cute, it's cozy. Like, this is a cozy season. I just want to, like, drink hot chocolate and snuggle on the couch and stuff like that. But yeah, and I've also, right now I'm single, so it just got me thinking about it, right? And it's just interesting. And I just want to say that, like, if you're at a similar place in life where it seems like everyone around you is, like, having kids or getting married or entering a relationship and you're still single, like, it's really, like, I get it. I get how it can feel kind of lonely and isolating sometimes. Like, because I can see the benefit in med school of having a relationship. Like, the emotional, like, I would love some emotional support. Like, that'd be great. Like, I would love, like, in that sense, because people are multifaceted, and I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a relationship. Sometimes I used to think it was kind of like it's a point of vulnerability, for sure. But I think that, like, you don't have to be fully healed, or you don't have to be, like, the perfect person to want a relationship or to be in a relationship. I think that there are some lessons that can help you grow, that you can really get from interacting with others and from being in a relationship. So, yeah, it's just been interesting just in this season. But then I also look, because there's, like, pros and cons, right? Because I was like, do I want to start dating again? And I don't want it to be like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like, oh, I don't have the time, because I can make time. I could. But it's also, like, a pro is the fact that I can put all that energy that I would put into a relationship into myself. And right now, I just feel like I have other priorities, in the sense of, like, I'm trying to get my research together. I'm trying to, keep my grades up, shadow, do different things. So it's like I can put all the energy that I went into a relationship back into myself and my career, which is great, right? Like, I think that's really important, especially since I'm a second year of med school. I'm a second year med student, so going into STEP is, oh my gosh, I totally, you know what? Yeah, I'm a second year medical student, so we're about to take STEP at the end, like, in May. So it's just gonna be a lot. So I'm just so part of me is like going back out there because it's not really the dating part that I'm worried about. It's the getting my heart broken and being in med school that I'm worried about. But like, because I'm the kind of person where I don't know if I like you. I'm a very direct person. Like I like you, you're gonna know about it. And but I'm also like the lessons I've learned from the past times I've dated since my breakup was like I do not have the capacity for games, and it's like the minute I see games, it's definitely it's a turn off. It's like it's an ick, right? Like it's oh, you're not giving me puppy dog, you're not giving me golden retriever attention energy. Okay, this is an ick. Like, and I feel like that's probably for the best as far as like protecting myself, but also keeping the standards high and making sure that like I'm being treated the way that I know the way that I feel comfortable being treated in a relationship, because I always have 15 other things to do, and for me like a big part of my love language is quality time, and I also like gift giving, but definitely quality time. And when I say gift giving, it doesn't have to be like expensive. I'm just mean like, you know, like if I bake cookies, I'm gonna give you cookies. Like I'm gonna be, or you know, or like if I'm thinking about dates to go on, or I'm thinking about like, oh, this would be cool to do. Let me invite you first. And for me, like quality time is really important because I don't have a lot of free time. So if I choose to spend my free time with you, that's a big deal, right? So it's interesting. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I would love to be in a relationship. Like, and I'm definitely like, yeah, I would love to be in a relationship. Like that would be great. But it would be great. But I'm also like enjoying my singleness, and I think that's totally fine too. So right now I'm at the place where like if it happens, it happens, and you know it will happen on its own time. I definitely believe that like great things and the person who's right for me is out there. So, you know, we'll see, right? But it's just, no, there's not really a but to that statement. It's really just like, great things are out there and we'll see. So, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm really just gonna try to like improve myself. Okay, I'm about to get into the skincare part of this. I like how it turned out. I did like a little twist out last night on like, I blow dried my hair yesterday, and then I like twisted it in like bigger sections, and I like how it turned out. It's like, I was trying to go for like loose body waves, and I feel like I gotta fluff this out a little bit. Hold on. I feel like I'm getting the result I'm looking for. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting there. Okay, I'm about to go do my skincare. So I realized I did not introduce myself. I did this again. So hi y'all, I'm Faith Laurinette. I'm a second year medical student, and on this channel I make feel-good content where I talk about navigating my 20s, navigating medical school, my wellness journey, and you know, just any and everything else under the sun. So if you like stuff like that, then stick around. Thanks for rocking with me so far. So I'm about to do my skincare stuff, and I'm still thinking about this idea of like, yeah, so I'm still thinking about like, there's another factor when it comes to dating in medical school that should be addressed, and that's like whether or not you want to date someone who's in medical school. I make weird faces when I. But yeah, it's about like whether or not you want to date someone who's in medical school. And I could see pros and cons for both. One thing that could be useful is that they can understand what you're going through. They understand your schedule. There was this one dude who I briefly dated, and he was in medical school. He was like a couple of years before me. And it was really cool because we would go on like study dates at the coffee shop, and he just understood, and I understood like when he was busy, I understood when I was busy. And it was just really cool to like bounce ideas off each other about like different different pathologies that I was learning about, or even the wins. Like if I saw something cool at the free clinic or I saw something cool at the volunteering, I could tell him about it. And he would tell me about like things that he would tell me about when he did well on tests, and I would tell him about cool, good things that happened to me. And that was cool, right? Like that was like the support system that I was thinking of, like someone who could understand what I was going through. And I think that's nice. I think that's good to say. Something else though that could be a slippery slope is like, do you always talk about medicine, right? And if you don't mind talking about medicine, like it's a passion, right? You wouldn't be going to the job, but doctors are people, right? And people are multifaceted. And I can imagine that in the long run, talking about medicine all the time might drive me stark raving mad. So, that's one thing too. But we also like learn from each other. At least I think so. I don't know. I can see like the idea of like learning from one another and having someone who just like understands what you're going through. I think that's a really cool thing about dating someone in medicine. But again, is that all you talk about? Is there anything else? And it can be really easy, even if you don't mean to, it can be really easy for the conversation to slide back into that. Dating someone who's not in medicine, which I also did briefly, is, I think that's fun too. I think it's fun too, and the thing is like, it solves the problem of you don't always talk about medicine because they are gonna have more time. They're gonna be doing other things. So it'd be cool if like you could teach them a little bit about something. You can teach them a little bit. They can teach you a little bit about whatever they do. Y'all can meet in the middle with your hobbies and the other interests that brought you together to begin with. That's cool, right? So that's nice. But the other thing is like a med student schedule, and then like I can only imagine because I'm not there yet, but like residency schedule, and depending on what specialty you go into, I could imagine that, well, I know the med student schedule, my time is not my own. Like literally every day is something different. Like my schedule varies from day to day. I'll be right back. So I just washed my face and I'm gonna do, it's just like the CeraVe acne spot gel. I always put on an acne treatment. It's not sponsored or anything, but I always do like an acne spot gel and then a moisturizer. I wear masks a lot in the hospital, so gotta get those spaces. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so dating someone who's not in medicine, their schedule, they would probably have a lot more free time, but medical students don't have a lot of free time. Like my schedule literally, this is just a moisturizer that I use. A schedule literally varies from day to day, and I'm as M2, so like M3 year, I'm gonna be doing rotations in the clinic. So that is just gonna be a whole other thing, right? So it's just like, but I'm still studying all the time. So the benefit of dating someone who's not in medicine, or even dating in general, is that it's you have to schedule study breaks to hang out with them, and that's nice because it is literally a chance to just unplug and detach and just be like, you know what, no medicine right now, no study talk right now. I'm just gonna focus on connecting with another person. That would be nice, right? That would be a nice thing to have. But if you're dating someone who's not in medicine, you really do have to. You have to have those conversations up front, where it's like, hey, it's not the fact that I don't want to hang out with you, or if you made plans, but there might be a chance that you have to get called in, or something might be happening. You have to be upfront about like, hey, this is my commitment. Like I want to be there for you, but I also, because of things that are outside of my control, I might have to reschedule or something. But you need to make sure you say that in advance, so it doesn't look like you're blowing them off or that you're prioritizing, work over them. Because it's a balance, right? Like sometimes the thing that's gonna make you money and that's gonna help people and your career, sometimes that is gonna outweigh a new relationship or even a relationship. And y'all have to have those conversations earlier, right? Like that just makes, you have to have those conversations earlier, and hopefully they can understand. And if they do understand, then they're the person for you. If they don't understand, then you gotta move on. You really, if it's new, hopefully y'all can compromise. So I just put on sunscreen. I use Black Girl sunscreen. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I use the Black Girl sunscreen. Again, this isn't sponsored, but I hope so one day, because I love this. This is literally my second tube, and it doesn't give me that like pink, not pink. It doesn't give me like that white film or anything like that. It doesn't make me look like a ghost, is what I'm trying to say. And I love the packaging too. It's like really cute. Anyway. So yeah, dating in medical school. There's a lot of factors to consider. But I can see how it could be nice dating someone who's not in medicine, because it gives you there's something more to talk about. Y'all can bond more over your other shared interests outside of medicine. But you have to make sure that they can really understand your schedule and are like really patient. Okay, I'm about to go get dressed, and then I'll be right back. So this is my outfit, just a cardigan, some leggings, because I'm gonna be on the road for a little bit today, so I just want to wear something comfy. But yeah, dating as a medical student is not easy, and I think dating someone who's in medicine, it can work. It can definitely work. They'll understand what your priorities are. They'll understand your schedule. They'll understand that sometimes studying has to come first, because that's what's going to put you in the position to do the most good, and that's the reason why you went to med school, right? So you can do the most good. So I could see how it would work. I just think that I could also see the benefits of being in a relationship in medical school. You get the emotional support, so a plan or someone who will hold you accountable for not studying at some point, just to step away. It fulfills that emotional need that people have, for connection. So I can see that, but I'm single right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's just the fact that it's been like the Christmas season, it's cuffing season, and it's just been on my mind lately. So I just want to talk about it. But I like the fact that I still have my friends. I have my puppy, my family. I talk to one of my friends from college like every other week basically, and we just download everything with each other. And it's been fun. It's nice. I can go home. I don't have to worry about really answering to anybody, or if I want to go out and do something, if I want to take myself on a date, then I can. I don't know, I feel good. I feel good. So, and I also like the fact that since I'm single, I can just pour all of my energy back into myself and really focus on improving myself, being the best version that I can be, and indulging in my hobbies. Because I do think that, especially when you're getting into a new relationship, it's kind of like starting a new job. You start at the front end, a lot of time goes to that new position. In this case, it's girlfriend, right? Or that's how you identify. I identify as a woman, so this is girlfriend. That's the example I'm using. But you kind of focus more. You lean more into that position because it's new, and you kind of put other aspects of yourself on the back burner for now, hopefully just for now. And then as time goes on, you're able to figure out how to balance things and recalibrate how to balance things all over again. But, so it's now I can just take the energy and pour it into myself, and it's been nice. So yeah, those are just some, I'm trying to put on my necklace. But I think that since it's been, Christmas is around the corner, and it's just really cozy times, it's cozy season, then it's just been on my mind, and I just want to talk about it. Ooh, this necklace hard to put on. But look, if you're single and you're in a position like I am, see, it has an F on it. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay. Anyway, if you're single and you're in a position kind of like me where everybody seems to be getting into a relationship, know that there is nothing wrong with you. You're totally fine as you are, and change the things that you want to change. If you want to go to the gym more, go to the gym more, but not to get into a relationship. Do it because you want to do it. If you want to pick up a hobby, pick up a hobby. All these things make you a more interesting, well-rounded person, and that's just good for you in general. And then the right person's gonna recognize all the things that make you amazing, and they're gonna come along and see that, and it's gonna be fantastic. So don't worry if you feel like everyone's getting a relationship, but It's like, where were you when everyone was just handing out relationships? Like, did you miss the memo? Did you miss the email? Sometimes I feel like that. But I literally am just like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I am an amazing person. I am really nice, really fun. I have great friends. I have my dog, and my dog's with my parents right now. But I have like, there's so much in my life that I'm so proud of and so happy with that, you know, I'm just focusing on me, and that's great. That's really is fantastic. So that's how I feel. Those are my thoughts on dating right now as a 25-year-old and who is a second-year medical student. And I hope that this brings some kind of I hope that this brings a feeling that if you're in that boat too, you're not alone. So thank you so much for watching, and remember that progress is important, and so are you. Until next time.